So in the end, the jerk-ass is the one who hunts down jerk-asses. Turns out that the guy who believed to be evil is only a vigilante. And it turns out that, well, beneath that extremely bitter, cold, and extremely trolling personality lies a damaged young man that is filled with fury and despair. I know the feeling of being filled with despair. Yes, this is the Black Clover chapter 129, and Sora's past is revealed. A lot of people may just be a little bit like that and that, but hey, I don't give a damn what they say. The fight against the Langris, the insane Langris, is not going so very well in fibers, and Aster is reaching the end of his anti-magic state's side effect. Apparently, it turns out even he has a side effect from using that. I guess people should be happy about that at least. According, he will have pain in his muscles. So, and he can only use it twice per day, and he planned on using it to Juno, but he decides to do it right now. But then suddenly, Sora, who they believe is Circe's, appears with a powerful magic crystal, and as he begins to say that Langris makes him sick to my stomach, or maybe he's saying that about Aster, but he's ready to strike without hesitation, or maybe everything else. Well, we are treated to his flashback. Turns out in his past, Sora had a father. Well, most people have fathers, and they were of course commoners, and they lived very happily with each other and loved each other. And Sora's father was actually the real prankster. Very often pranked his son, and but also made a costume that is not a costume, a doll that is very similar to the Sora's current appearance, because that was what he called the super sorcerer scientist, saying that I never told you to be good, but you still do everything you can to be good. You are a kind character, Sora, but you need to communicate with others. So, so for Sora, his father was his pride and joy, and according to him, he was also the first commoner to be a magic knight. Which, by the way, makes me a little bit confusing. What? Are you telling me commoners have not become magic knights until then? How many years ago was that? It doesn't exactly make sense. Unless, of course, there's some, again, a plot hole into this story. Because we cannot forget that Radius was also going to be the key, also got into. How many years ago was that? Was that 5 or 10 years ago? So he failed many times, but he still countered until he finally got in. And he did everything he could to, well, defend the peace, so to speak. However, he later on died. He later on died, much to Sora's despair. But it turns out his death was much more cruel than we could have believed. At least, if we are to believe that this flashback is like this, then his death is even more tragic than we can assume. Because according Sora's father got into the Violet Orca Magic Knights. And here is once again the Violet Orca Magic Knights. I mean, all the Magic Knights so far have been, extremely questionable, so to speak. Well, not maybe all of them is a harsh word, but a lot of them have been, especially the noble ones. I mean, nobility ones. And this flashback, oh my god, if this really happened, then this is twisted beyond belief. Because according to them, the fact that Sora's father did not die. I mean, his father, Ideal, that was his name, did not die on the battlefield. No, he died thanks to the purple violet orcas. They say themselves in his grave. For you were a commoner, you lolled around on the battlefield with the face of a magic knight, so you were beaten by your comrades from behind. No, from the start, for a commoner to associate with nobles is shameless. Of course, hearing that, especially the fact that Sora's father trusted his comrades, made him extremely bitter. And this showed on why Sora is what he is and why he always talks down to Magic Knights. Cause to him there is no true Magic Knight. His father was an inspiration and a hero to him, and a guy who says that you have to be good and believe in heroism and do what you can do. However, what Sora saw that day was no heroism, and in fact, as he got older, he saw even less that. And that's one of the reasons why he changed himself to look like that doll that his father gave him. In the end, he became what I can call a magic knight vigilante, not a magic knight. Hell, he may not even have been on the side of the good, because he did what he did. But when he targeted people, greatly targeted people that were arrogant magic knights, at least from this flashback. And every time, especially one who in the VIP room criticized drinks, he then decided to say, "Let's see how well you accounted for it," and he destroyed many of the different magic knights who all showed this kind of corruptions, stomping on people, stealing loot, uh, lecturing other people, and threatening ladies. Yes, he did all of that. And do you all remember what he said in when he entered this scene and said? He said, "I was just helping. I was I was just going to. I was just helping an old lady uh, crossing the street." You all remember that he said that to the Magic Emperor when he appeared again. Well, it turns out that that wasn't exactly a lie either. You all remember that real Cirx? Well, it turns out that the real Cirx is also a jackass and an asshole. Because an old lady came forward to Cirx and actually were worried about her granddaughter. She and she has not returned. She begged the Magic Knights to find her, cause but of course um, Cirx and his assistant refused, and in fact Cirx was even prepared to kill the old lady with the Magic Knights. So in the end, I guess we could say that Cirx is a jerk. I mean, no, sorry. Sora is a jerk in personality. I mean, he even criticized Magma, which, by the way, he don't deserve to be criticized. And he looks down on Sora, but it's one hell of a fruit and excuse on why he hates Magic Knights. Because in his eyes, he hasn't seen a single truthful Magic Knight ever. His father was for him a hero, and he never saw that. So Langris, with anger in his eyes, pierced through Sora's body. But then it turns out that Sora has cladded his entire body also in magic circles. As we see in the flashback on when he killed Cirx, or maybe destroyed him, he said that the assassin says, "Who the hell are you?" And Sora just answered, "I am nobody. I'm just a brat who was born to a sloppy village commoner. The incarnation of fury." That's what he is, a magic knight vigilante. He went and attacked people that he did not think was Magic Knight, and judging from the flashback, what we saw is very justifiable. Again, there are not so many people that we can call true Magic Knights in the Black Clover, and if this magic exam is anything to go by, it's only getting clearer. So in the end, maybe I cannot really see Sora as a evil character for all this. Maybe more like a character that have fallen into despair and fury. For him, he cannot see that there are any good Magic Knights, which is one of the reasons why Asta is pissing him off, because for him, Asta is just a living, walking hypocrite, which by the way, Asta is not, but in his eyes, he is the living incarnation of fury. All in all, a very good chapter. And once again, the author pulled a situation where you actually sympathize with a person. But the Purple Orca were this much of a jackasses? I mean, now I understand a little bit more on why, Radius are such a jerk. But I'm also beginning to wonder, did they really disband him just because he was a commoner, or because his magic was dangerous? I mean, in a sense, Radius is nowhere better than the Magic Knight nobles that look down on commoners. So I'm just saying. But in a sense, Radius and Sora is the same. The only difference is that Sora knows that they are not any good, and Radius just attack innocent people without any care in the world. So Radius and Sora are similar, but I think I would place Sora as the more good character, filled with vengeful fury, while Radius is the kind of character that is full of petty fury and vengeance, and doesn't care about right and wrong, and probably never did. You give me your thoughts if you